Hello tacticians! So my Galatian is now officially mythic, so it's time to burn my incursions on a different machine of war, and I'm gonna go for the Biovore because of the plus 10 to 20% extra damage eventually. Now apparently I haven't really played the Biovore Incursion in roughly 2 years because my original video on it is now 60 something days old, and I haven't progressed through the legendary tiers yet, so let's start with the tier 10. Start run and let's go. If I remember right, this one is played with the chaos characters, which means Abraxas and Co, as we will demonstrate in the Battle 1. Okay, the game doesn't remember any characters, but that's fine. So, Abraxas, Yazagor, there, and I'm not even gonna bring Karn at all, just straight to Rotbone, even though the Diamond 3-ish characters should be fine here. Now, nothing like a good double drop. Well, this one isn't gonna be very good, but that's life. And let's let the summons clear the stage, because that's how the Thousand Sons roll. Yup. Okay, so that was stage 1, and I can move on. Let's see about stage 2. Oh, barb guns. Lovely. I think this is the Elite Mirror Octarius map where you fight Helbrecht. But that's not really a problem, is it? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I can finacle some sort of a... Nope, never mind. This will be even better, I think. There. Okay. The swap. And Ariman should score a double here. And he failed, great. But that's fine, I think the Barbgant has a summon closer than Ariman, or at the worst in the same distance as Ariman, so it will go for him instead. And that's stage 2 cleared. Alrighty, moving on to stage 3, and now that's pretty much a full complement of the Bloody Tyranids with the Neurothrope as the first boss. Okay. I'm just gonna drop Abraxas right in. There. That was exactly what I wanted him to hit. Good. This will not really... Oh, never mind, that's a cliff. So I thought I was dropping the pinky adjacent to the Neurothrope, but this is much better. Good. Drop one bloodletter, or maybe 2 if the first one doesn't drop on the high ground. There. Well, that just happened. This should hopefully clear these little shitters. And Rotbone strikes! Nice! And that's the stage 3, I believe, cleared. Moving on. Alright, power-ups time. Do I want lifesteal or do I want a havoc? I want lifesteal because I don't like the NPCs. And I want lifesteal on somebody squishy. Might as well drop it on Yazagor, even though he will probably most of the time be somewhere in the back line. Okay, for this run I'm gonna start with stage 4 as usual. So here goes. Ooh, ice, baby. Let's do something like this. It doesn't really matter if I do the drop. Actually, maybe do I not want to do the drop on turn? Never mind, I do want to do the drop on turn 1. Because I can put Abraxas all the way here. It might not work very well in tier 14 or whichever the last one is, but here it should be fine. There. Blap. Blap. And even a double kill. Nice. Let's move back to... Okay, so it's time to return to the incursion and run stage 5. And, well, this isn't actually the second run, this is in fact the third run, because during the second my telephone would repeatedly stop recording and wouldn't save the recording files, so, well, this is costing an extra ticket. Cool. Anyway, stage 5. Tyrant Guard, Tyrannid Warrior, a few barb guns, good stuff. And I'm gonna play this a bit differently than I did the second time around, because in retrospect that was kinda wonky. The first time around I put Abraxas adjacent to the warrior, and then after summoning swapped him for Yazagor, which almost got Yazagor killed, and as such at a higher difficulty it would get Yazagor killed. So this time I'm gonna do this instead, and like that it should be safe to swap Yazagor for Abraxas for a double drop. There. Gonna do it. Oh, I was hoping for the kill, but at least now I think the Termagant will burn off. And let's drop blood letters on the barb gun to crowd control it. There. Much safer for Yazagor. And looks like the stage is cleared. So all is well. Moving on. The prime timeline after clearing stage 5 in the follow-up run, and that means stage 6. Oh, that's a lot of swarms. Oh, it shouldn't really be a problem though, so I'm just gonna cheese it, la 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 la, la 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 la. Good enough, I think. Sadly not a double, but not a problem either. Drop bloodletters. Might as well push Rotbone forward. Oh, he took damage somewhere. Interesting. And where is that broad swarm? There it is! Was. And that's stage 6 cleared. Moving on to stage 7. This stage looks familiar, but is it always covered by ice? Probably yes. Anyway, gonna drop Abraxas right here. This is probably a little better. Ah, nice battle fatigue proc. Next up, the Barbagant should go and distract the other Barbagant with bloodletters. And I think that's this stage pretty much cleared. Yep, that worked. Alrighty, another power-up time. Another Havoc, that's a no. And extra hits. Oh yeah, this time that's definitely something Yazagor can use. And I actually wonder whether that gives extra hits to only his normal attack or to his active as well. That's a problem for later. Now it's time for stage 8, which has the Winged Prime apparently. Okay. Oh, I just had this stage in Onslaught. Nice. And I'm gonna slow the game down for this, because I wanna see if I can tell how Yazagor's active is gonna work. Sadly, no. Okay, back to full speed. And I don't think that's a cliff, so best do it like this. Hopefully the two screamers will kill the Winged Prime. Well, that just happened. It wasn't entirely planned, but it worked. Oh, come on. Oh, I need to distract the barb guns and hopefully kill them too. Nice RNG block on the fire, because of course. I can see this stage being a bit dangerous. Set the fire here. Do this. Oh, really? Really now? Really? Heal Arch, and yes, I didn't notice the warrior survived, otherwise I would have killed that. I'm not paying much attention because this doesn't really feel that difficult, but that's the best way to screw oneself over, to underestimate the stage. At any rate, that's stage 8 cleared, and now it's back to this something, whatever. Okay, so it's back to the very alternate timeline to clear the originally skipped stage 9, and that's the Death Leaper stage. Now, I don't remember what exactly I did on my first run here, but it went pretty smoothly. I'm gonna do this. And I screwed up because now nothing can really reach and follow up on the swap. Cool. So I'm gonna improvise and instead bring Arch in and drop Bloodletters. If I drop them on the warrior, then the warrior will cleave 3 of them, and I'm not sure when exactly the warrior acts, so this doesn't really feel great either. Okay, different idea. I think Arch will tank the melee attack from the barb gun, no problem, even though it's from high ground. So I'm gonna do this instead. And push slightly closer in with the rest of the gang. Okay, this looks rather acceptable. So next I'm gonna combo like this and like this and this and this, and that looks like the stage is very clear now. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully after clearing stage 9 in the second run, it's time to hit stage 10. Ah, this map. Okay, I'm gonna play it very aggressively. Probably shouldn't do that in the higher tiers, but here I think it's gonna be fine. So this will hopefully kill the warrior. Good. There, that will spawn more stuff. That will spawn even more stuff. And nothing in healing range. Good. And that should be the stage very cleared. Moving on. Well, so far this is progressing quite quickly, and that's a good thing because right now it's past 9 p.m. and that's roughly around my bedtime. So stage 11. And I'm not sure whether I said AM or PM. I definitely meant PM. At any rate, it's time to clear this and go bedtime. Good. Good. At least the last psychic hit goes through the damn shield. Cock block this one. with bloodletters, because why not? Top of Ahriman and normal attack. Sorry, I think I'm about to sneeze, or at least blow my nose. Allergies for the win. And as I was busy doing that, the stage got cleared, so I can move on. Okay, one nose blow in the loading screen later. It's time for stage 12. Oh, and that's the Parasite of Mortrex. So what do we have here? Tyrannid Crab. Yeah, surprise, I know. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for a double drop. There, that's probably better positioning for that. Nice. Understandable. Goodbye, Parasite. That's probably not gonna happen like that in the higher tiers, but I can live with that. I would have preferred kill on the barb gun, but this also works, I guess. Yeah. And let's drop bloodletters on the swarm. There. I kinda am wary of the lags between selecting characters. Well, I'm gonna complain about this proper, but the game is starting to run bad for me with how much I'm gonna say content and not crap has been added to it over the years. There. Nice, Yazagor's passive had been triggered, so he can combo with Abraxas for the extra hit needed to kill that swarm. And that's the stage cleared and I can move on. Okay, stage 13, or as the French would say, 13. Let's hit it. Beset by enemies on all sides in kinda crappy positions, really. Probably finnacable somehow for a double drop. There. Good, but not a kill, so less good. Drop, move Abraxas over to here. Yeah, that should get the spam going. Nice. Oh, very good. And support at least Arch with Rotbone. Okay, this looks good. And this looks like a stage cleared. Boop. Okay, so now I'm gonna rerun stage 14 because on my first run I screwed up pretty bad and managed to lose Archimatos, so let's not do that this time. And I'm still not sure how to play this to make it at least semi-smart. So I'm gonna try this. Okay, nice. Next. I think if I put Braxas here, I can't tell whether the broken ice is at same height. No, it should still be adjacent to the high ground to the east, so I think this is the best move. There, that did work, I think. Next up, I'm gonna drop blood letters here and do this. I wasn't feeling very confident about having Ahriman be hit by the Barbgant and the warrior as well, and I think that was the right call. So now I'm gonna score the kill here. This looks smart enough. This should be a double then. And since now there's no synapse, I'm confident that Arch will tank the Barbgant in melee, even had he not put the despoiled ground under it, which killed it. Good. Might not work as nice in the final tier, but here it was enough. And that lets me push into stage 15 with the original team, so let's do just that. And I'm gonna meet the Parasite of Mortrex, the Tyrant Guard, and the Neurothrope. I think I wanted to call the Parasite the Paradox. Huh. Alright. So here I'm gonna do this and this and this and this and this. Gonna call that T1 a resounding success. And now I just need to finish off the Parasite of Mortrex and that one Gaunt. And with that the stage should be cleared. Because in incursions we don't care about finishing off summons. But apparently I did anyway, so whatever. And that should be the final stage more or less perfectly cleared, so it's time for collecting the just rewards, which will hopefully let me upgrade my Biovore a little more. And with that, this run is officially over, and I can move on to, well, probably tier 12 for the next follow-up video on this. So thank you for watching, Tactician, and Kaurin out.